Hi, welcome back to Holly Hobbies. Let's create a fun and festive Christmas tree garland wreath on a Dollar Tree hat frame. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned crafter, this is a fun way to add a festive touch to your home during the holiday season. This garland wreath allows for creativity and personalization, so grab your garland and supplies and let's get started. Hi, welcome back to Holly Hobbies. Today we're going to be using up those witch's hat frames, if you have any of those left over from Halloween, and we're going to turn them into some cute Christmas tree. I have a couple different styles I want to do, but today we're going to be doing a very simple garland Christmas tree, and you'll need your witch's hat frame. You need some garland of your choice. This garland I found at the 99-cent store. I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. And some little ornaments of your choice. I also have some jute rope cord from the Dollar Tree in the nautical section. And I have some pretty ribbon, felt red ribbon, and this is 7/8 of an inch. Any ribbon of your choice. So let's get started. So we're gonna get some wire clippers for this one, and we're gonna cut our tree to look like, our witch's hat to look like a Christmas tree, just like this. And what I did was I clipped at both of these sections, and then I made a little, just about an 1.5 inch long clip down here at the bottom. So I basically take my wire clippers and we're going to clip on each side there, right next to the hat frame. And then we're going to go about 1.5 inches on each side of the bottom here. And what we've made, let me see if it's pretty close to the one I did earlier. Yeah, pretty close. We can clip these down a little bit more if we want. And you're just going to make a little, just kind of like a Christmas tree. And let's get this one a little bit closer. There we go. All right, so we have our witch's hat frame, and we are going to get ready to add some garland. So you will need some hot glue for this. And I have my Bless rechargeable hot glue gun, which I am just loving. And if you are interested in any of the supplies that you see me using, you'll find the link to all my favorite crafting supplies in the description box of all my tutorials. And basically we're using this the little stand here that we made, and we're going to be making a tree trunk. And what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be wrapping it around like so, until we make the size trunk that we want. And we're just using these as an anchor, and we could cut those in. It just depends on how wide you want your tree trunk. So we'll leave it like that. I'm gonna cut off the plastic here. And we're gonna start just simply wrapping it. So let's start. Let me get my silicone mat here, because I have ruined so many of these. Take off my tempered glass. I'm not going to be using our wood burner today. And we're basically going to start with our cord here, and we're going to wrap it. So let's just get it started here, and we'll just put a little dab of hot glue right there on the bar, and we'll bring our cord right on top of that bar there. And this is going to be our first glue here. And that one's just going right down the center. And this could be our back side. And we're just going to keep wrapping. And let's put a little bit right here as well. And just want to tuck those ends in. And we're going to stretch it. Want it to stay on that bar first. And you're just going to play with it. You're going to take your time. And we're going to add a little dab of glue to the bar right there. And as we're coming up around the bar, we'll add the glue. And we're bringing it all back through. And we're just going to keep wrapping this. And I think just a little dab of glue on the bar as we wrap is going to work just fine, just like so. Make sure you're in the frame here. And we're coming back up on that glue. And then we'll do another dab at the top. And there we go. And we're just going to keep going, and we're going to make it as thick as we want. And right now I'm going on one side, and then we'll go on the other side. And we'll bring it back through. And see, we're just making a little jute tree trunk here. And there's no right or wrong with this. You're gonna just do it how you want to do it, how thick, how wide you want to do it, where you think the glue's gonna fit best. Right now, this is working just fine. Just a little dab on the bar as we go. And if you don't want it as wide as we cut the wire at the bottom, we just clip that wire off. And we're just using that for a little anchor. And I think that's about as far as I'm going to go on that side, because I need to do a couple on the other side. So I need to do 3 wraps on this side as well. So bring it back through, and I'm just going to angle it straight across the back, because this is going to be, one side's going to be the back and you're not going to see it, and that way we can just start on the other side now. Be a lot easier that way. And we're doing our glue, and I'm going to do 3 wraps on the other side. And if you notice anything starting to separate a little bit, we'll just add a little glue right there in the center of our cord and hold it together. All right, so I have the one going down the center. I have 3 wraps on the left, and now I'm going to do the 3 wraps on my right. Everything's glued the way we want it, and then we'll just mirror this on the back so it looks like, hey, that's exactly what we were doing. And cut that a little bit shorter, and I'm going to put this one right there at the bottom. I'm going to find my silicone fingertip, and we will just hold that there for a minute. All right, so we got the tree base done. And you can make it as thick as you want, as wide as you want, as narrow as you want. We just cut those to anchor it. Give us something to anchor off of, okay? So now we're going to clip this excess off. And the other side, so we don't See those? All right, so we have our little tree base here, our tree trunk with our jute. And now we're gonna start wrapping it with our garland. This garland is 12 feet long. I found it at the 99-cent store and I just fell in love with it. I went back to get more and of course it was all gone. I got this early in the season, which is why I am one of those crazy people that are shopping for Christmas right after Halloween whenever that stuff comes up, because that's how it is. If you don't grab it, a lot of times it's gone. So you can use any kind of garland of your choice. If you found, you can even do something with this kind of garland from Michael's. That would look really pretty too. And you can use tinsel garland, whatever you want to use, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap our tree with this gorgeous garland. And we're going to start with the bottom and we're going to work our way to the top. So I'm going to bring this on the back side and I'm going to use the bar as my guide for my hot glue. And I'm just going to put a little strand of hot glue right there on that bar. And I have a new glue stick in here trying to work it through here. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to start it with the little piece at the bottom. I have the hot glue on the bar. And I'm just going to fold this next garland right over that top there. Oh, it's so pretty. I just love this garland so much. It's so soft. If you could feel it, I wish you could, because it is just soft and gorgeous. So we're going to take our hot glue and we're going to just follow along that bar right there. And we're going to glue our garland right onto, and once we start wrapping it, it's going to get a little bit easier, but right now we're just starting it. There we go. And now we're going just to simply wrap it around. And we're going to use some hot glue as we go along, and I would just use maybe this bar as our hot glue, the bars. You can do it however you want, but we are very simply wrapping. Like right here, I'm going to use my bar. I'm going to put some hot glue. I'm coming around this part. And the garland wreaths are so much fun. The tinsel garland, if you haven't checked out my tinsel garland wreath tutorial, I have it up on my channel, and it is one of my absolute favorite wreaths, and it was so easy to do with this gorgeous garland that I found from the Dollar Tree. I mean, simple. I wrapped a wreath frame and I want to move that down a little bit. There we go. We want it to be nice and full. We don't want to go too tight because we want it just to be full and luscious. We want it to covering that bar. So as you're going, you can just make sure you're pulling it down on the sides so it's covering it. I'm hoping we can just do one, but I do have another one just in case. And that's the main thing, is you want it to be covering that bar. So if you go to, if you don't push it down, then it's not going to be full and fluffy like we're looking for. So we're just coming around, pushing it down on the sides. You can also use a little chip clip if you have one to help hold it while if you wanted to, you could do something like that just to kind of hold it while you're working. And I'm just using my hand, pushing it down. And look at how pretty this is already. And I mean, look at how fast and easy this is. And I'm gonna use some glue now. I'm gonna glue this little bar on the side here as I'm coming around. There we go. And just a little dab here, a little dab there is gonna work just fine. We can use the bars on the side, the bars across the middle. And that's just gonna take a little bit to hold it, that's it. And I'm working my way, and we are gonna end up using 2 rolls because I want it nice and full and fluffy. So 2 12-foot rolls of tinsel is gonna work just perfect. So I'm coming up on my end here. And let me put some more on this little bar. And I'll just kind of tuck that in right there. See if we can't stretch it to the other bar over here. All right. So we officially have our 1 roll of tinsel garland, and I mean, look at how beautiful it is. I knew this was going to be pretty with this design because it just looks like the little snow-capped, the flock tree look, and it, oh, so pretty, so pretty. I'm so happy I've been able to get to the Christmas tree designs. You know, as crafters, we have so many things on our list to do, and a lot of times you just can't get to everything. I mean, we really try, but I really wanted to get to this one because I just knew it was going to be so pretty. So let me get my other roll of tinsel here, and we're going to keep wrapping. All right, so I have my other roll of tinsel garland, or I call it tinsel garland because it's in that same section. And let's go ahead and get this started right here. Wrapping it around the bars, putting some hot glue wherever we feel that we're going to need it. And we just have to finish up the top here. And coming around that bar, I'm going to go across the bar. Cute this is. I mean, my goodness, this is so pretty. I'm sure the camera angle is not doing it justice, but oh, look at how pretty. I mean, you could even just keep it like that because it is so pretty. Oh, that is just, look at that. It's so pretty. I'm so glad my vision is coming to life. When I saw this garland, I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So now we're going to have some fun. We're going to keep it pretty simple because I don't want to overdo it and take away from this beautiful garland. We're going to use these cute little ornaments that I found at the Dollar Tree. And we're just simply going to make a cute little bow for the top, and we're going to add some ornaments to our design. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to place these. I'm not going to glue them yet. I'm just going to place them around my tree and see if I like the look, if I like the placement. And then once we like where our ornaments are at, then we're going to leave a little room at the top there for a bow. We're going to glue them in there. And look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I mean, really, look at that. Well, let's see, we'll keep it into a little pattern here. Got the 2 here. We got 1 there in the middle. We'll do 2 up there. We'll do 1 here. Oh, look how pretty that looks. You can do any ornaments of your choice. And we're going to make a bow. We're going to add the bow, and then we're going to glue our ornaments and add a hook on the back. And I mean, we're done. Look at how beautiful our tree has turned out on that witch's frame. So I think what I'm going to do is I thought this was a red velvet, but it's like a sheer. And I'm going to add the silk red, and we're going to do a combination of the 2. I think that'll be really pretty. And we're just going to start with a, let's do like a 8-inch tail. So we're going to put it on there about 8 inches. And we're just going to do a very simple bow. I don't know if I want to do a 1 loop or a 2 loop. We'll see. Let's play around. And let's see here. Let's try to do, well, let's just play around and see what we think looks the best here. Pipe cleaner. And we'll take our bow off here. And let's just see what that looks like. I think that is going to look really pretty on our design. Just keeping it basic, simple, super pretty with that sheer and the silk combination. Bring them both through. Both of the pipe cleaners. We're at the very top of the hat, right below the bar, and I'm going to just push those both to the back here. And, ooh, that's so pretty. I really like that. Okay, and then I have them both in the back, and then once I glue these, I'll flip it. I don't want to flip it right now, and all the balls are going to fall off. So now we're going to hot glue. Look at, that's going to look pretty coming down from the top there. And now we're going to hot glue the balls. And then we're going to make a hanger, which we can just use out of our pipe cleaner here. And we're going to attach that to the back. And actually, we're going to take 2 pipe cleaners and we're going to twist them. And we're going to make a nice sturdy hanger with 2 pipe cleaners instead of 1. So it's a little bit stronger, sturdier. And I'm not going to twist it all the way down to the end because we might need those to poke through the back of the wreath. So we're basically going to do a little hanger like that. And we can twist this, give it a couple twists there. And then we're going to use all of these to secure it to the wreath frame on the back. So let's get these balls hot glued to our design, and we are about ready to wrap it up. Look at how pretty this is so far. Isn't that gorgeous? And that was so easy to make, and I'm so happy that my vision came to life in just a beautiful way. So now we're going to hot glue our ornaments to our tree. And I did bring out my Sure Bonder glue gun for this one. I love the bleds when you're doing a nice little fine line across that wire bar. And now we're going to be dabbing these with some glue here. So I'm going to use the bigger glue sticks and make sure that these get glued in there. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to take our little balls. I already have them in the position that I like, and we are just going to add some glue and stick them right back in the spot that we have them. And I hope that you're having fun with this design. I know I am. I've had this in my mind for a long time, and I'm so glad I was able to get to it. And these little ornaments are so cute. You get them at the Dollar Tree, and they have all different colors. So you can decorate your tree with whatever it is that your heart desires. I wanted to keep this one a little bit more on the simple side because I wanted to really showcase this beautiful garland that we're using here. So I'm going to keep going, keep gluing all these down, and then we're going to add that hanger, and we are almost at the last finishing touch. So we have all of our ornaments glued to our tree, and we have our beautiful bow right here at the top. And let's go ahead and finish dovetail these little sheer ribbon here. And this other one, the silk ribbon, we'll just do at a little angle there. Let's give it a little finishing touch. And if you had some wired ribbon, you could really do like a little curl going down, you know, a little curl like that would be really pretty too. And I just love this ribbon. I think it looks really cute together with the two different ones. And so pretty. And now we're going to flip it over, and we're going to get ready to add our little hanger that we made, our little pipe cleaner hanger. Let's flip it over. And we need to finish off that bow that we put through the top here. So let's just give it a couple twists. My bow's turning around on me. We don't want the bow to turn, we just want the chenille stems to turn. So let me hold the bow while I'm twisting my chenille stems in the back here. There we go. Flipping it over, and we can clip that down. So let's see here. We're going to find a bar, and I have these two sides here that we can connect on each side of the bar. So let's just fill our way through, making sure you're coming under, poking your way under, not through the front, but just getting this chenille stem under that one side of the bar. And we're going to twist that. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. Try to get it on that same bar. Just feeling your way through the garland with your chenille stem coming up. There it is. And then we have that little loop to hang it with. And we'll just get this part twisted, and then we can clip those off. And just bend the wire down and the wire down. So then we have our little hanger right there to hang our beautiful little Christmas tree here, and look at how fun and pretty that is, and how easy was that. And that was literally under $10 to make, and just look at how pretty that is. And that completes this Christmas tree design today, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's exactly how I had envisioned it in my head. And I hope that you're happy with your Christmas tree and that you had fun crafting with me today, because that's what crafting's about. It's about just unleashing your creativity and just checking out of life for that moment in time and just really letting that creative energy flow. And I'm just so happy that you came to my channel, and I hope that you'll come back and craft with me some more. Thanks for watching Holly Hobbies, from my heart to yours. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow me for more wreath and crafting ideas. Thanks for watching Holly Hobbies, from my heart to yours.